I would like to introduce you to this beautiful musical instrument from India that I am going to use in today's demonstration of Nada Yoga. This is a lovely musical instrument, very sweet sounding musical instrument known as Sitar. The Sitar has been modeled after a very ancient musical instrument from India known as Veena. Veena is the lovely musical instrument that Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of speech, music, and wisdom, carries in her hands. So, there is a lot of symbolism behind the structure of this ancient musical instrument known as Veena. And because Sitar is modeled after Veena, essentially the same symbolism applies to Sitar also. So, if we look at the sitar represents our energetic system. Okay? So, this part of the sitar known as danda is especially symbolic of our backbone, our vertebral column. From cervical region to lumbar region, we have 24 vertebrae in our spinal column. In order to represent these vertebrae, we have musical frets in the sitar. Similarly, the 7 chakras are also represented on the structure of the sitar, the musical instrument. So, these pegs are usually carved in the shape of lotus flowers to symbolize these 7 chakras. And the sitar has 2 sets of strings. There are 7 main strings here which we play very frequently, and these stand for our physical nervous system. Similarly, the sitar has some subtle strings also underneath which vibrate depending on which musical tone we are playing on the main string set. These stand for what are known as nadis in the yogic system, or subtle energy channels within us. So, like this, entire human structure, energetic structure, is symbolized in the sitar, and the sound that is generated and is traveling up and down this particular channel is symbolic of our own Kundalini energy. Just like Kundalini energy travels up and down the spine, the Brahmanadi, similarly the sound in the sitar is created here in this part of the sitar, but it also travels up and down and sometimes and is also released through this also. So, this is how the sitar and the strings and the entire structure is symbolic of, it carries a lot of yogic wisdom and yogic symbolism. Another thing about sitar is that when we are doing yoga practice, we are stretching our physical nerves. Even though it looks like our physical nerves are getting the exercise and the stretching, even the nadi system is positively impacted when we do yoga asana practice. So, to symbolize the stretching of the nerve system, we actually stretch the strings of the sitar sideways. So, this particular techniques of playing which are employed in rendering music on the sitar, they carry 2-dimensional significance. One is, of course, musically it adds a lot of beauty to the music that is being presented. The other one is it is also standing for the yogic activity of stretching our nerves, stretching our nadi system in order to release any kind of energy blockages, etc. So, when the music is presented this way, then it helps the important purpose, it serves the important purpose of helping us release any kind of energy blockages from our system. So, there is a way to receive music presented in the Nada Yoga tradition. It is a good idea for us when we are listening to Nada Yoga style of music to sit in a meditative posture and get into a meditative state mentally also. If possible, we can adopt some mudras also here depending on which chakra we are working on, and close our eyes and not merely listen to the music with our ears, but rather receive the sacred vibrations of Nada Yoga with our entire being. With that, I am going to present 2 musical pieces known as ragas. The first musical piece, the first raga, is very good for balancing, cleansing, and energizing the root chakra. The second one is good for balancing the heart chakra. So, if you know the mudras of these chakras for balancing the chakras, please adopt them, sit in a meditative posture, and receive the sacred vibrations of Nada Yoga with your entire being.